What's going on, guys? Welcome into Clutch B-Ball TV. I hope you guys are doing well as the New York Knicks go on to lose to the Cleveland Cavaliers 103 or 106-103. And the Cavs were at home. They suggested like 4,000 fans. They ended up having 2,000, I believe, or it might have been 1,000. There's even some Knicks fans in the crowd. It's crazy that the Knicks fans that just like fly all across the world or travel even to Cleveland, Ohio, of course, to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this team was very short-handed. No excuses. Like, you could be very happy that the young guys played well in this game, but you gotta win this basketball game. But this team out hustled us. They played a smarter brand of basketball. Dotson was their starting point guard. They had a Coro. Drummond killed us on the glass with his physicality, even though Noel had some great plays defensively and some key block shots to get us back into this game. But they're missing guys like Garland. They're missing guys like Sexton. They are missing the backup point guard of Matthew Dellavedova. They got Jared Allen in that trade. He was not playing. As well, Torrent Prince wasn't as well. They weren't eligible to play in this game. And you can say we had our injuries of Frank Ntilikina, but Frank wouldn't be playing in the rotation anyway, in my opinion, if he was going to. If he was healthy, maybe he would play like 5 or 10 minutes max. Alec Burks, you could say, is a big-time contributor, but you got to beat this Cleveland Cavaliers team. There's no excuses, but they did play a better brand of basketball. Getting into the starting lineup where this, like how we started off this game, I was not happy when I saw Payne was starting, but I get it. They want to see some more proof from Quickly. I know he had 19 points, but they wanted to see the consistency. And I'm going to say this right now. Quickly, 9 for 16. I believe he had 23 points, hit some big shots. Quickly better be starting next game. Payne started, but he only played 20 minutes. And Quickly was the key anchor of why we're in this basketball game. You could say Noel's defense. Bullock had a big steal down the stretch, but he wasn't a reason we're in this game. Knox, we'll see if his shot is legit down the road. We're still kind of early into the season, but it is a 72-game season, so Knox shot might be legit. Shout out to Lethal Shooter for helping my man Kevin Knox out. Kevin Knox reaching out for help. But as soon as this game started, they're running zone. They were running zone. They're like, this team can't shoot. Randle's a better shooter, but Mitch can't stretch the floor. We know Randle, he's okay at stretching the floor. He's not great. Payne can't shoot. RJ's not a consistent shooter, even though we shot 50%, 2 for 4. This team's not a great shooter of the basketball. They're not great shooting as a whole. Reggie Bullock, he's streaky. That's a big reason Knicks fans don't like him. He's a streaky basketball player. And this is my thing. People are like, Kevin Knox isn't starting because he's inconsistent. Well, his shot hasn't been inconsistent. He's shooting 40% from 3 this year, 42% I believe to be exact, at least coming into this basketball game. We got to look towards the future. Reggie Bullock's not the future. Knox, we hope, is a part of the future. He's young. And he's been playing well, and people say Knox is inconsistent, but so is Bullock. And Knox has improved defensively. Knox is a big reason we've been in games as well. He's hit some big shots. Like, he's more of a guy that I put in catch-and-shoot situations. I still don't trust him with the sloppy handle, but not like Bullock has a big-time handle. Knox has length. Like, he's a part of the future. You got to start Kevin Knox, in my opinion. Same thing with Emmanuel Quickly. Elfrid Payne, he had some nice buckets of getting to the basket, but just, geez, this team's just terrible. Like, when he's not on the floor quickly, because this team, they literally double team Randle. As soon as you swing the basketball, they double team Randle. Swing it to RJ, they double team. Swing it to Payne. Like, they don't have troubles or they don't have a problem double teaming anyone because they know no one can shoot literally consistently on the floor when it comes to that starting lineup. So Payne should not be starting, but Quickly deserves to start. Gotta look towards the future there. RJ, I thought, had a good game. I thought RJ did have a good game. Down the stretch, like, actually, you could say, like, you're really being nitpicky, you could say he had a solid game. He was efficient. He let the game come to him. That's what I loved about RJ's performance. RJ had a crazy shot he hit. Like, it was ridiculous down the stretch in this game. But then he had a couple turnovers. Like, come on, RJ. When he wasn't strong with the basketball, when he wasn't aware and Drummond stole the ball. His handle needs to get tighter. One possession, we were like, we're moving. We're playing very well. We're coming back in this game. He went to drive, and then he lost it. Like, swing the basketball. There's time on the shot clock as well. And it's all right because RJ played efficient. He played hard. He didn't play smart, though. But I am frustrated with him in this game, because when we were starting to take the lead, I believe he had that big-time turnover. That really changed momentum, but so did the clear path foul. That ruined everything, getting the 2 free throws, dots, and then a brand-new possession. But this team has not been great defensively lately. Guarding the three-point line, I didn't think Bullock did a good job guarding the three-point line in this game. Cedi Osman absolutely killed us. Drummond's physicality killed Nerlens Noel, or Mitch Robinson, you could say Noel. Mitch had that ankle injury, he came back. He's tough for sure. I thought Mitch played all right. He wasn't at his full strength, but Noel had some key blocks in this game, but Drummond just out-muscled us. He boxed us out. This team needs to get better boxing out and just having more physicality. And I wouldn't have been mad if we brought in a Taj Gibson for a few minutes to like bump down low. He may be shorter, but he's a guy that definitely uses his physicality. And he definitely has experience of guarding those types of guys in the post for sure, even though you could say he's been a 4 most of his career, specifically with the Chicago Bulls. He did play some 5 last year. But RJ had a big turnover down the stretch. A clear path foul really changed momentum in this basketball game. Bullock had a big-time steal. Mitch wasn't ready. He kind of fumbled the ball. But Mitch, I would say he played all right. For an ankle injury, having an ankle injury, he played all right in this game. Randle was unbelievable once again. And he's proving why he's like, I'm a part of this team. I improved. I sacrificed. Like, I really worked on my game. He's been putting in I don't even think it's just the role he's being put in. He's dribbling up the ball and still making the right plays, like specifically the one in transition. He kept his head up, made a beautiful pass to RJ. Then RJ laid it up. Like, he's hitting timely shots. The one poster. He's playing hard and he's playing smart. And I respect Randle. The turnovers are starting to cut down. And I really respect Randle. And it's a thing to really look forward to. If, like, look at the history of the 8th overall pick. We don't need Toppin to be a starter if Randle's good. Toppin could be a very nice energy guy off the bench. There's nothing wrong with coming off of the bench. There's some of the best players in the league that come off the bench. For example, a guy like a Lou Williams. And I have no problem with that. Toppin had he played a few minutes, played like 5 minutes. He had a nice move to the basket, didn't finish though, made 2 free throws. Toppin, I think, needs to play more aggressive though. Sometimes he looks scared out there, but it's just like first game back. He played like 58 minutes last time he came back. But like at halftime, we were outscoring them when it came to the bench points. I didn't like how it took so long to put Quickly in the 3rd quarter, but when he came in, he took advantage of the opportunity. Hit some big free throws, so did RJ, but he loves that floater. I would like to see him be more aggressive sometimes, not always use the floater, it works, but sometimes there's opportunities that he can go all the way. But Quickly played an unbelievable basketball game, and he should definitely be starting at the point guard position. Well, like I said, he provided some good defense. I wasn't happy with Austin Rivers in this game. One specific play in transition, making sure I didn't turn down the audio and the microphone. We're rolling. Could have made the extra pass. So much time on the shot clock. Shot a terrible 3 in transition. It was open, but it wasn't the smart play. It wasn't the right play. His shots weren't falling. And when we signed this guy, I was happy because he plays hard and he's going to represent New York really well. And I love that his father, Doc Rivers, played for the Knicks, also played for the Hawks, played for other teams in his NBA career, of course, coached the Celtics, coaching the 76ers right now as well. And of course, last season he coached the Los Angeles Clippers with guys like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Austin Rivers plays hard. He does not play smart. He wasn't going to be the most efficient player. I knew that when getting him. I knew he was going to play hard. And I was really surprised when he did have that big night against the Jazz, hitting those big shots. We can't expect that every single night. Sometimes he tries to be a hero, but you got to make the right play, in my opinion. But the turnovers, it just brings a brand new element. When Quickly starts, you got to start quickly. I'm tired of seeing the zone. It hurts us. And we got to look towards the future. This team's not good enough to make the playoffs. We have to just look at this team in the mirror, look at ourselves in the mirror, do we think this team's going to make the playoffs? The true reality, this isn't a playoff team, in my opinion. I'm not trying to be a downer, but if we're going to improve, we have to improve with the young guys. Starting a guy like Knox, starting a guy like Quickly. Randle's freaking rolling, and I'm so proud of Randle and how he's matured his game, because I gave him so much shit last season. He's proven everyone wrong. Mitch, RJ, another efficient game. Let's see if he keeps it up. It's all about the consistency with him. But Knox hit some nice shots. We'll see if his shot is legit. But like I said, Quickly played amazing. Rivers was Noel, I thought he provided some good defense. He was in foul trouble early on, but he did a better job maturing himself in the second half. But what can I say? This team played hard. But when there's players like Garland out, guys like Sexton out, backup point guard of Matthew Dellavedova, you got to win this game. You have to. The young guys played awesome. If you're, a fan of, you want that high draft pick, but you also want the young guys to play well, this is the game for you. But you got to beat this team. You have to. There's no excuses, but they out-muscled us. They played hard. This team was ran by the point guard. He's a shooting guard. But Dotson started at the point guard position because they didn't have Garland, because they didn't have Sexton. They didn't have Matthew, so they had to run him at the point guard. Okoro provided some good defense. He had 13 points. He hit a big 3 in this game. Larry Nance, he had some big shots. He had one crazy hook shot. He's athletic. But this team needs to do a better job positioning themselves on defense down the stretch, specifically Mitch. Mitch wasn't in the right spot in one play, but Osman actually killed us from beyond the arc. Bullock was lost. you can give Mitch shit for just getting just torched by Drummond. Mitch was hurt in this game, but Drummond does this to everyone. I watch Drummond play on a night-to-night basis sometimes, and like not night-to-night basis. That means you watch them like every night, and they don't play every night though. Just if they play back-to-back, back-to-back, that'd be crazy. But I've seen Drummond play. He's out-muscled some of the best centers in the league. He's great at rebounding. His physicality. He's a mismatch to anyone. And they were missing 8 players. You had to win this game, but gotta bring a brand new element. I hope to see Quickly starting next game. He had 19 last game, had 23 this game. RJ had 20. Randle, I believe he had 30 points in this game or 28. I think he had 28 in this game, but there's no excuses. You have to shoot the basketball in today's NBA, and you gotta look towards the future. Let me know down below your thoughts and analysis. Thank you so much for the great amount of support. Knicks lose, and as always, guys, have a humble day or night. Peace out, y'all.